Hey y'all, it's December the 22nd, 2015, and we're doing a little coverage again on the ongoing saga of James Dean. Now, I found an article, and I'm not going to read you the whole thing. You might want to go ahead and read it if you want. But I'm going to read you some passages. First passage is this. It's actually the first, it's the introduction. It's the first paragraph. It goes like this, and this is off of broadly.vice.com. And before I start, I have no reason to assume that they're lying about any of this. So let's get into it. It goes, last month, after adult entertainment star Stoya took to Twitter to accuse her former boyfriend and co-star James Dean of raping her, the porn industry seemed to reach a sudden tipping point. Now they're talking about the whole industry. Like, this dude's one of the top names. He's all over the place. It says, Dean, the Ryan Gosling of porn, which is, apparently that's his nickname, is the Ryan Gosling of porn, which, honestly, I mean, I thought he was the James Dean of porn, and that would be the reason for his name, but his nickname is the Ryan Gosling of porn, is a mainstream star who has performed everything from aggressive, hardcore scenes for kink.com to vanilla romances that spurred feminists to write think pieces about how they approve of their daughters masturbating to this man. Alright, I'll stop right there before I continue. Young ladies out there, if you ever hear someone preaching about feminist ways and all that, and all sorts of feminists doing crazy slut marches, what you should know is to stay away from them. What I'm telling you is to hate them, and you might wonder, well, what does hate mean? Hate means that you love someone so much that you completely disregard them because they're retarded. They're being retarded. I want to go a little bit further down the article. You want to see this passage. It says, Dean soon was exiled from the BDSM super site. First of all, I don't even know what BD means. I'm not going to find out, but BDSM super site called Evil Angel. Alright, so allegations start popping up that this guy, who apparently is known for being in BDSM films, he'd be raping folks, or he'd be borderline raping folks. Right? So as soon as porn company Evil Angel, who runs kink.com, as soon as they got wind of it, they exiled their top performer. Now, he's the top performer on this one and a lot of other sites. They exiled him immediately. And then, I mean, we're talking about a BDSM super site. What this is basically a realm of pornography. That the whole basis on this genre of pornography is that you dance the line of rape. Just plain and simply, you're dancing the line of rape, and that's what makes people, I guess, excited about it. But as soon as your top performer bringing in the most money, as soon as it seems that he stumbled across that line, well, then you had nothing to do with him, and isn't that kind of crazy? Alright, let's continue. Alright, not only did Evil Angel refuse to sell any more of Dean's new content, The Frisky, I don't know what that is, I guess thefrisky.com, The Frisky canceled his sex advice columnist, his column on sex advice. They canceled it. Alright, so let's think about this long and hard. You have a porn actor, and he is well known for shooting scenes of BDSM. He's a top performer. And you also have him on a sex advice column. Frisky, The Frisky, that's where you put him. But now that this happened, now you're going to go ahead and say, no, we don't want him no more. I want to go ahead and read you this little passage, and this is further down in the article. It says, these allegations seemed to give anti-porn feminists their dream argument wrapped in a bow. They said they could argue that pornography is fundamentally bad for women because, as anti-porn feminist Robin Morgan wrote, pornography is the theory and rape is the practice. Now, this is a feminist, I assume it's a lady named Robin. She says that pornography is the theory, rape is the practice. And what's being said by a lot of these anti-porn feminists is that porn actually is bad for women. Now, that statement, although they will never understand it, they choose to never understand it, is that when you're saying that pornography is bad for women, what you're doing is completely ignoring whether or not it's bad for men. And it looks like that could be the case. Alright, here's one that I gotta read for y'all real quick. A little bit further. I mean, it's just jam-packed with stuff to think about. Here's a passage. The porn industry creates a particularly difficult environment for reporting sexual abuse. The pathways to proof are obliterated when it comes to sex workers, says Connor Habib, a gay adult performer, activist, and writer who also serves as the vice president of APAC. And then he says this is a quote from him. He says, imagine you are someone who, for your job, has sex with 5 guys in one day in a gangbang. And one man stepped very far out of line. So you had to go tell the police that only one of these 5 men violated you. Then your rape kit, which is pretty much the only tool that police have for evidence and documenting DNA of rapists, is completely worthless. Here's a gay man telling you, and he's an adult actor, he's a porn actor, he's telling you that if you're involved in these filmed gangbangs, pretty much there's no way to prove that anybody raped you. And somehow, this is the fault of the police. Alright, real quick, I'm going to discuss a little bit further down in the article. A lady by the name of Dana Vespoli, this is what she has to say. Apparently she's a director of some weird lesbian pornography. She says it's not personal. What's going on in front of the camera, that's not personal. No one is really trying to hurt that person, but the goal is to knock them out and win. So basically, what you're describing is rape. But except nobody's trying to rape each other, but they're trying to rape each other when it comes to these aggressive pornography. Vespoli says, it's like so much of BDSM play. So much of this dangerous play that we do, which relies on safe words and consent. He said, hardcore pornography scenes are an aggressive combat sport. I know my voice is breaking my voice off like that. Anyway, it's an aggressive combat sport is how she called it. That's what she said it was. Lastly, Seymour Butts towards the end of the article, you're going to find out about an award-winning pornographer named Seymour Butts, which is not his real name. You're going to hear him say a few different things. One of the quotes by him is, it's a really weird time for the business, i.e. the porno business, and consent. It's not as simple as I thought it was. I don't think it's as simple as anybody thought it was there, Seymour. This is December the 22nd, 2015, and this particular situation is only going to get more baffling and more outrageous.